Born into sin that I may live again. The precious Lamb of God. The precious Lamb of God. The precious Lamb of God. The precious Lamb of God.
Ye shall know by the power of resurrection. Ye shall know by the keys I hold. Ye shall know by the authority in my breast. Ye shall know. Look at somebody and tell them, I need to know the power of his resurrection, the fellowship of his suffering, being made conformable even unto his death. If Satan is powerless in the realms of your death, then he's powerless in the realms of your life. You want to say, loose here and let me go. His only power is the power of deception. His only power is to deceive the people of God. Lift your hands and say, Lord, help me, Lord, to stop the crying. Help me, Lord, to stop the wailing. Help me, Lord, to start the worship. To worship him as the tribe, the lion of the tribe of Judah. Lift your hands and say, Lord, you're worthy of the worship. You're worthy of the praise. Look at someone else and remind them he must be worshipped. For the Bible says that the Lord seeketh such that would worship him in spirit and in truth. We worship him as the Lion of Judah because he's omnipotent. No circumstance can restrict him. No adversity can ever hinder him. No situation can constrain him. No power can control him. No enemy can defeat him. Worship the Lion. It is in his power that he makes corrupt men good. He makes drunken men sober. He makes godless men righteous. He makes greedy men generous. He makes weak men strong. Worship the Lion. As the Lion, he has the power to perfect the imperfect, to mature the immature, to move the immovable. Look at somebody and tell them, worship the Lion. Where others have failed, the Lion has conquered. Where others have been defeated, the Lion's been successful. Where others were barren, the Lion has proved fruitful. Where others were victim, he has made us victorious. Worship the Lion. He left no area that needs improvement, no matter what it may be. What it's the fragrance we find in the rose, whether it's the structure that we find in the leaf, whether it's the system of how it goes from winter to spring and summer and fall, whether it's the balance of nature, the beauty of a sunset, the twinkle of the stars, the design of the universe. Look at somebody and say, worship the Lamb. You've got to worship him because there's nobody like the Lamb. Nobody, when nobody else knew, he knew. When nobody else cared, the Lion cared. When nobody else saw, the Lord saw. When nobody else understood, God has always understood. when nobody else can, God can. Worship the Lion. He's the Lion of the tribe of Judah. He's our conquering giant. And every time the enemy comes against us, the Bible says he'll lift up a standard. Look at somebody and tell him worship. Who's the king of Africa? He's not the largest animal, because if that were the case, the elephant would be king. But look at somebody and remind them, I got a king in me. He's the Lion of the tribe of Judah. When the lion rules, every creature must subside. When the lion is dominant, every creature must be submissive. When the lion roars, he needs power. Somebody holler power. Behind the crowd. And so my Bible tells me that when they led him on his way to Golgotha, they marched him by way of a press called the Garden of Gethsemane. When he got there, he had been through 6 kangaroo courts. When he got there, he'd been through trial. When he got there, he had lost his followers. When he got there, he told his disciples, y'all stay here while I'm going in to pray unto the Father. He got to a place where he couldn't see the end. He kneels in prayer and says, Lord, if there's any way I don't have to go through, let this cup pass from me. But God didn't seem to respond. Left him praying without an audible voice. How many times have you gone to the throne and poured out your heart to God and no answer was found? He prayed again and said, Lord, if there's any other way, let this cup pass from me. He went back to the mouth of the garden, found the disciples exhausted physically. He chided them. Could you not pray for just 1 hour? He goes back in and prays again. Look at somebody and remind them that once you prayed over and over again, it might be time to change your prayer. He goes in the 3rd time and says, Lord, if there's any other way, let it pass before me. But he adds something to the prayer. He says, Lord, but nevertheless, let your will be done. What the church has not come to agree with is you got a will, and you got a will, and you have a will, and you have a will that doesn't always agree with the will of God. He says, Lord, nevertheless, let your will be done. Oh, but the look that he saw in the cup. Now, I don't know what he saw. I can only speculate with my sanctified mind. But I think he saw the end. The first time, he saw suffering. The second time, he saw loneliness. But the 3rd time, he found God at the bottom of the cup. Lift your head, O ye gates, and give me the everlasting hope. Look again for the Lion. Look again for the victory. Look again for the power of God. Let your will be done, and not mine. He rises now determined to bring God's will to pass. Calvary is before him. The cross is ahead of him. Suffering is in his path. But he knows that in order to be Lord of the grave, to be Lord of death, to be Lord of disease, to be Lord go through. Look at somebody and remind them. There's something you got to go through. You can't name them away. You can't claim them away. You can't avoid them. You gotta set your face as a flint toward the wind. The Lord made up in his mind when he was headed to Jerusalem and said, I know that trouble lies before me. I know they want to kill me. I know that others will forsake me. But I've got to go. The same mission that he had at the beginning of his ministry, he keeps it to his end. You remember he went to a place where he found a woman that was sitting by the well. He said, it must needs that I go to Samaria. He kept that determination. He kept that drive. He kept it through trials. Kept it through loneliness. Kept it through adversity. Kept it through difficulty. Kept it through despair. Kept it through tribulation. Kept it through sickness. He kept the will of God and went on to Calvary. When he gets to Calvary, he carries the crossbeam of the cross. He stumbles on his way to Golgotha. One man tried to help him and said, must Jesus bear the cross alone and all the world go free? No, there's a cross for everyone, and there's a cross for me. They took him to Golgotha. They hung him high. They stretched him wide. They speared him in the side. But he never said a mumbling word, like a lamb being led to the slaughter. But he died. He died until Calvary took notice. He died until the sun veiled her face. So the sun, S-U-N, would shine that day. He died until the graves in Jerusalem began to quake. He died. Somebody tell me he died. Until the soldier cried out, surely this must be the Son of God. He went to a tomb that he had on lease. Didn't sign no long-term agreement. I only needed 3 days. He stayed there the first day. Didn't nothing happen. Second day, wasn't even a tremble. Third day, look at somebody and tell them hang in there. Because on the third day, resurrection shall come.